Hello gamers, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to explain about storyline of Resident Evil Village. And subscribe my channel. As you begin your journey towards the mysterious village, you may be curious to know what brought Ethan there in the first place. Read on to find out what we know so far about the story of Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village backstory. Resident Evil Village's story picks up several years after the events of Resident Evil 7. The last we saw of Ethan Winters and his wife Mia, they were rescued by Chris Redfield alongside the company of Blue Umbrella, an offshoot of the Umbrella Corporation that was responsible for the incidents in past Resident Evil games. Resident Evil Village story and plot summary. The story of Resident Evil Village revolves around Ethan going to rescue his daughter, Rosemary, after she was kidnapped by Chris Redfield. Word somehow reaches Ethan that his daughter is being held somewhere near the village, which leads him into a confrontation with sinister characters like Heisenberg, Lady Dimitrescu, and her daughters. As Ethan becomes tangled up in the affairs of the village and the monsters terrorizing it, he learns more about Dimitrescu Castle and the mysterious Mother Miranda. Could they know something about the location of his daughter? What we know so far. In the third trailer released by Capcom, we see that both Ethan and Mia have more or less moved on with their lives after the events with the Baker family. However, their regular lives are once again thrust into peril when Chris Redfield suddenly kidnaps their daughter Rosemary. This kidnapping has been confirmed with the Resident Evil showcase during Capcom's showing of gameplay footage and is the reason why Ethan makes his way to the village. Possible villain. While Chris' motivations for kidnapping Rosemary are unknown as of now, what we do know is that it involves an attack on the Winters household by him and another individual seen handing Rosemary off to him in the third trailer. When we hear Lady Dimitrescu conversing with someone named Mother Miranda in the same trailer, we hear them talking about a certain ceremony that could possibly involve Rosemary. Tall Vampire Lady. Ethan makes his way to the village to rescue his daughter, and eventually makes his way up to Dimitrescu Castle, where he meets Lady Alcina and her daughters. We know that Ethan, prior to meeting Alcina, was previously captured by her little brother, Heisenberg. Roles of the big organizations. It is known what the roles of Blue Umbrella or the BSAA will have with Resident Evil Village. Mia's own prior affiliation with the Connections, who was chiefly responsible for the events surrounding the Baker family, have no clear narrative affiliation with the future plot in the upcoming game. New enemy types. The Four Lords. Apart from Lady Dimitrescu, there are three other lords who serve Mother Miranda, the unknown woman who the tall vampire lady was talking to in relation to Ethan and his escape from Heisenberg. These four lords are Lady Dimitrescu, Karl Heisenberg, Salvatore Moreau, and Donna Beneviento, all potentially being bosses in the game with their own lairs. Lycans. Lycans are one of the enemy types that you will encounter in the game, like the molded in Resident Evil 7. These Lycans plague the village, and will be the most common type of enemy encountered as you journey up to Dimitrescu Castle. Unnamed enemies. Another enemy type whose name has not been revealed yet. Much like the Lycans, they seem to serve in the same role as that of the molded in Resident Evil 7. What separates these unnamed foes from the Lycans is that they seem to be capable of wielding weapons like swords and axes. Lady Dimitrescu's daughters. The one final enemy you will encounter that was revealed during the showcase and at the end of the visual demo for Resident Evil Village, Maiden, are the daughters of Lady Dimitrescu. Capable of turning into a group of flies that scurry around following you, they may serve in the same stalker-like capacity that Jack Baker did in Resident Evil 7. Okay gamers, that's it. I will come with another game in my next video. Please subscribe my channel. What you ideas write down below in comment box, let me know.